Hello there. That was bad. That was that was creepy. I should start over. Never mind. All right, here we go. So the other day I tried the Fanta Chucky's Punch. It tasted like watered down Kool Aid. And I was saying, oh, I'm gonna find the other ones. Well, I found the second one. I found Fanta Pineapple, Michael Myers. Uh, you know, Halloween Haddonfield Gone Hawaiian, basically. And I noticed this, I was like, oh, this is Halloween 2. Um, the face kind of, it's more Shatnery than I expected. Because as you know, the mask, the face is William Shatner. Uh, I guess because I've also seen online that there's a Five Nights at Freddy's and the other one was Chucky, that these are all, this is in conjunction with Universal. Because if I'm not mistaken, Halloween 2 was a Universal picture. Um, I'm assuming this is just going to be pineapple, you know, for the ladies. Is that true? I've never had anyone test that theory. Comment below. Is that true? But I don't know. Michael Myers and pineapple is a weird combination. Like I can see the fruit punch for Chucky, but pineapple for Michael Myers. I just don't. It's a weird one. I would go like strawberry or grape for Michael Myers. But I do like pineapple a lot, actually. So let's give this a try. I'm assuming this is just going to be regular pineapple Fanta. Smells like it. Mmm. Makes me want to hunt my sister down in an abandoned hospital. Yeah, it's just pineapple flavored. It's a regular one. Um, Again, I know what these are going to taste like, basically. Well, I didn't really know what the punch one was going to taste like. I only got them because I'm trying to find all of the Halloween ones. I'm not keeping the bottles or anything. I just want them just to do these videos for prosperity. um, cool, Halloween 2. Not my favorite. Halloween 3 is my favorite. Um, I I I, I don't know. It's definitely one of the better sequels. I'd say that it would go Halloween 3, Halloween 2018, Halloween 2. Um, yeah, and then from there it would kind of go downwards. But I think 5 or Resurrection would be my least favorites. Um, and the Rob Zombie, I like the second Rob Zombie one to a degree because it is doing its own thing. It's bad. It's not a good movie. But it's like at least it's trying to be something different. Just like in his original remake, I was with it more when it wasn't just redoing what John Carpenter did. Like I was like, we didn't need this. He should have just made a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. But at least it's doing something a little bit different. Because then once it starts just recreating the scenes that we already saw in the Carpenter one, but like doing them a pale version of them, I kind of lost interest in it. But both the Rob Zombie movies, like they should have been their own thing. His Michael Myers was so not, the shark Michael Myers, the stealthy, stiff kind of Michael Myers that kind of struck out of nowhere and moved on. This was this big hulking thing. It was more Leatherface. It was more Madman Mars or something like that. But yeah, and I think I did a video on here on how I would reboot Halloween as a True Detective like series. That whatever the affliction was, be it the Cold of Thorn or whatever for Michael Myers, there would be other people throughout time that also had this. So Loomis would have learned these things and become more fascinated and obsessed with Michael as he learns about times that this has happened before. And now you have detectives after Loomis who are using his notes and previous notes to track others who just, the night he came home type thing. I think that would be kind of cool, like a True Detective 7 kind of one, and then that way you could take it out of Haddonfield. Michael and Loomis are always a part of it, but you're just investigating other phenomenon that are like this, because it's just Michael can't be the only one. There had to have been others who had this same kind of thing, and then you could deepen the lore that way, and you could play with the Cold of Thorns stuff or any of the other sequels, and kind of do it in this world where everything and nothing is canon kind of at the same time, because it's an unreliable narrator when you're dealing with this like unknown illness or whatever it is in the head, mental illness, crazy curse, whatever. You could play with all that stuff, but that has nothing to do with Fanta, Michael Myers, or even Orange, because then it would be like a pumpkin. Like that would make more sense, right? Because grape I was thinking of right away, and strawberry obviously because it's red, but the fruit punch one was already red. I gotta find the Five Nights at Freddy's one, and I don't know what the other. There might be Scream is another one. Scream is not a series I've ever liked. That's my hot take when it comes to horror movies. Is I've never liked any of the Scream movies, and I know they're super popular, and I understand why they're super popular. I thought there was clever things in the first one, but I never liked the meta contextualizing of it because it takes away the purity of the 80s slasher movie, and that's why you will never be able to make another one of those. It's in the Deadpool superhero landing saying you're taking the piss out of it right away, so you can never go back to what made those movies of the 80s so much fun and so rewatchable, because now it's everybody has to point out all the stuff, and the new meta commentary should be pointing out the pointing out of the stuff, but yeah, all right. So that's my Halloween review. Fanta, Michael Pineapple. Michael Pineapple would be a good name to like on a dating site. Hi, I'm Michael Pineapple. Um, but yeah. So all right. There's nothing else. I've already tasted this before. You know what it tastes like. I just want the bottle. Sam Hain, not Samhain. Remember in that one, Loomis pronounces it wrong. Um, and Laurie's wearing a terrible wig. Um, is it Christopher Guest is in that one? He was the last Starfighter. Um, no, Christopher Guest is the guy who directed Waiting for Guffman. Um, I don't know. He was the ambulance driver in part two. Was also the last Starfighter. Oh, and Dana Carvey has a cameo in part two as well. He's a dude in a cowboy hat. Garth from Wayne's World, or the Master of Disguise, whichever. I'm recording this on 9/11, so that would be amusing because I remember there's the trivia that they were filming the turtle scene when the second tower got hit. So like they were all dealing with the idea of this new world while dressed as the old man from the commercials from Six Flags with a turtle shell. How embarrassing. Never forget. All right. Bye.